welcome back to Planet Kelley. I always feel so silly when I start these videos because I have to test my microphone. So I'm like, hello. I just sound stupid. Anyways, I'm glad nobody else can hear me trying to check my microphone because I would be slightly embarrassed. Just a little bit. But anyways, guess who's back? Back again. That'd be me. You can call me Bree consistently showing up. Kelley, that's what the fuck is up. I'm talking about it, okay? Because I'm just so proud of myself. I know I said that last time and I was going to label it I'm so proud of myself because we just kept talking about that. But anyways, let's get into it. I got a couple fun things to talk about today. I want to talk about putting on a garage sale. I want to talk about going to the pizza machine. If you don't know what the pizza machine is, if you don't live in Omaha, Nebraska, I don't know if they have them anywhere else, but basically it is a like Dave & Buster's arcade place, mostly for kids. Not even gonna lie, it's mostly for kids. Like 100% they have kids' birthday parties there. Maddie and I remember going there as kids and we absolutely fucking loved it. But let me tell you something. We'll talk about that in that segment. Moving on. Anyways, we're going to talk about my Fave 5, of course, because it would not be a fucking Planet Kelley episode if we didn't talk about my fucking Fave 5. We're going to talk about getting another new washer and dryer. Damn, girl, we've gone through so many. It's crazy. Moving on. We're also going to talk about how I packed up the podcast studio, my cute little studio that I was so fucking excited about, that I had to perfectly curate and thrift and bought all the perfect right items for us to do video component. And then also just how fucking productive I've been lately. So anyways, let's get into it. We're going to start with the garage sale. So garage sale. I'm thinking of doing a garage sale / like produce bakery sale, like bake sale type of situation. I don't know how busy it's going to be. I'm really trying. We have a nice like month and a half ahead of us. So I have a lot of time to market, to be able to make a flyer, put it on Facebook Marketplace, put it on Facebook, post it in a Facebook group, post it on my Instagram story, tell you guys about it. I don't know if this is going to go out before that, but I'm thinking the dates are going to be June, possibly the 11th, which I think is a Thursday, if I'm willing to do the first day by myself. I just don't know how busy it's really going to be, but it is going to be summer, so I don't know. The 11th, 12th, 13th, and then 14th of June. So we will see. It's like the first weekend where we're not out of town. We don't have something to do. Maddie doesn't have drill. We don't have a birthday. We don't have anything. So like this is the first weekend a month and a half away from now that we'll be able to actually like man the stand. And hopefully none of our other family members are busy because we would absolutely love their generous help. But basically it's kind of like a spring clean out sale, I guess you could say, just a normal ass garage sale. But my in-laws, they live in a like gated neighborhood and they do like a neighborhood garage sale. I know that's like a big thing, but they put out like a flyer and like people sign up and stuff like a month ahead. So that way you can know like what all is going to be in the sale, what the address is, how long, like what days they're going to be doing it, how long they're open, and if they have like snacks and drinks and stuff like that for sale. I thought that was just like the cutest idea ever because there's like little kids doing like little lemonade stands and they have like bags of chips or whatever the fuck, like popcorn or something that you can always buy at like some of the sales. I just loved that idea. So of course, me being me, I can't ever do anything normally. I can't just throw my shit in the fucking driveway and be like, hey, come buy my shit. I got to be like, I have a month and a half to prepare. I need to make a flyer. I need to get on Canva. I need to text everybody I know. I need to get on my Snapchat stories. Like, I just am a fucking maniac, but that's okay. But basically it's kind of, I want to do two different sales. I want to do this sale now in June. And then I want to do another one more like August, end of August, September-ish, because I think we're going to move like October, hopefully, is the goal. We don't know yet. So we're hoping that's another segment of us like going to Arizona. We're going to talk about that. That trip's coming up. So going to look at apartments and stuff. But anyways, getting back to the garage sale. But I wanted to do sort of a garage sale produce situation. And I wanted, because my sister-in-law and my brother-in-law, they have like land and they grow stuff. And so they have like asparagus and tomatoes, and they have like, I don't even know how many chickens. I think they have like some quail, maybe. I don't know. Anyways, but we get our eggs from them. And so I wanted to I asked my sister-in-law yesterday at Mother's Day dinner or lunch or whatever, if I could buy some eggs from her so that I could have them in my sale. And she was like, yeah, we can do that. So I was hoping that also I could talk them into doing some veggies if they have any extra. I know that they always have like a surplus amount of asparagus. And so I don't know. Anyways, so I want to do that. And then I, of course, me being me and can't do anything like normal, I wanted to be like over the top and do like fucking Starbucks refreshers. Because like the jug of concentrate's only like $10. A jug of lemonade's like $2. And then the strawberries are like $3 for like a big ass bag. So like we'll say $15 to make the stuff, or $15 to buy the stuff, maybe $30 if you want to buy multiple. I sound crazy now that I'm saying it out loud. Anyways, but I wanted to make refreshers, just have it pre-mixed or whatever like we usually do, and like then just add in some pebbled ice or whatever when they get it. That's doing the most. I'd have to do a whole stand for refreshers. I'm fucking crazy. But anyway, so I was like, okay, fine. I guess I'll settle for like the double fucking jug Costco lemonade shit. We'll do that instead. But I want to do some veggies, some eggs, and then I wanted to do like muffins or cookies or something like that. And then I was like, I feel like I should just do fucking cake pops and just put the little cellophane around them. Like that shit's cheap. And you can get like a 8-pack of cake pops for like $6 or something like that at Target. So I was like, well, that's not too bad. And just sell them each for like $3 a piece. I'm not looking to really have like the best produce or bake shit in the neighborhood. Like that's not my goal. My goal is just to sell my shit and have a good experience. But of course my mind just travels too much. I'm like, oh my God, we're going to host people. We're going to have a garage sale. We got to have everything. We got to have fucking muffins. We got to have cookies, brownies. We got to have refreshers and popsicles. And no, bitch, just pipe down. Okay. Maybe just some caramel corn. Okay. Like maybe just make a batch of caramel corn, have that on the side, see if people want some fucking lemonade. Like it can be that easy. But of course I always make everything too difficult. But I mean, we just have to be grateful for that, right? Because like, or else I wouldn't be me. Anyway, moving on. Okay, the other day was Military Spouse Appreciation Day. And Maddie was like, I really want to do something with you. And I wanted to like book a reservation at like the pottery place for us to go paint pottery. Or I know you like the place where you go paint the door signs. Or like, I don't know, I just didn't want to, or go to a movie or something. I just didn't want to buy the tickets or the reservation or whatever and then have you decide like, oh yeah, I don't feel like leaving the house. I married the right individual because thank God I did not want to fucking go anywhere. I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. But I guess, okay. She's like, what about, hold on, one moment. Okay, hopefully you can't hear my dog anymore. He just is barking at fucking everything. God, he's so annoying sometimes. Anyway, she asked me what I want to do. Thank God, because I just was not in the mood. She was like, we could also do it tomorrow. I'm like, oh, thank you. Because like, my stomach's just not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. I really want to be at home. She's like, yeah, let's just do it tomorrow. I said, perfect. Sounds great. So I was like, I don't know what I want to do. She asked me again the next morning. And I was like, oh my God, I forgot we were going to do something fun today. I was like, I don't know what I want to do. Like, I just don't know that I'm a fucking perfectionist. I would love to go paint pottery. I say that I want to do it all the time. But I know that if I went to go actually do it, I would have more of a hard time making it completely perfect and being pissed off that it's not exactly what I wanted. And then I feel like I wasted my money because I'm just not an artist. I'm not meant to do that shit. I know that people are meant to do that. That's just not me. I wish I could be that person. I'm just not. So I decided against that. I have been telling Maddie for the last couple weeks that I want to go to Pizza Machine. And I know that sounds stupid, but I was like, I love their buffet because if you live in Omaha, Nebraska, you know that we used to have like the grand Valentino's buffet off of Maple on like whatever that is, right off Maple. And so that closed. They don't do that anymore. And I used to love their food. It was just so fucking good. I obviously didn't care about the price because I was a kid, so I didn't ever have to pay for shit. But loved their buffet. And so I told Maddie that I was like, well, I really want to go to Pizza Machine because I do love their food. I was like, but it would be fun to like play some games. And not all the games in there are just for kids. Like they do have like, you know, more adult friendly games. And it is sometimes just fun to be a kid. So as weird as that is that we went with no kids, we were kids at heart. And that's all that matters. But I told Maddie that the Pizza Machine, the buffet there is Valentino's food. And she was like, what? No, it's not. I hate Valentino's. And I was like, how do you hate Valentino's? I mean, I do get that like their pasta sauce is kind of sweeter. So like sometimes they use that also on their pizza, I think. So their pizza is kind of sweet. So it is kind of an acquired taste, I feel. Like you either do like it or you don't. It's kind of like Big Fred's. Like you either like that crumbly ass hamburger shit or you don't. Anyway, moving on. But anyways, they used to have these brownies. They used to have chocolate brownies. Both at Valentino's, the regular buffet, and at Pizza Machine. Well, the difference between the two is the ones at Pizza Machine are covered in powdered sugar. And I'm assuming it's because, like, my thought process is that they did it because they don't want them to stick together and it's easier for people to, like, just grab them and they're not as, like, fudgy and sticky and all that shit. Because at the regular one, I'm pretty sure it is like a normal pan of brownies, but they usually put frosting and sprinkles on top, and then they have it sitting in one of those things and it has like a spatula. So they are pre-cut up, but they're not like taken out. The ones at the Pizza Machine are like taken out of the pan and put on a platter, like stacked like a pyramid situation, so that it's easier for people to grab with tongs. Okay, the ones at the Pizza Machine are fucking phenomenal. Like, it is something, my hyperfixation, addictive personality brain really just sticks on certain shit. And of course, it's the shit that is like hard to find, like Diet Coke Lime when it fucking went away, or, you know, it's just like random as fuck, or it's super ass popular, so it's hard to find, like, you know, like everybody's on it, so I can't ever fucking find it anywhere, or I get stuck on something, they stop making it. Like, that's just my fucking life. That's these brownies for me. So I was like, okay, here's the thing. We need to call Valentino's. I was like, well, okay, well, we'll actually talk about the situation. We went to Pizza Machine. So we went to Pizza Machine. I was super excited. I got a couple of brownies and I rolled them up. I got 4 brownies and I rolled them up in a napkin and I put them in my fanny pack. And I really wish I would have brought a bigger purse. That is foreshadowing for when we go to Pizza Machine the next time, just so you know. Stay with me. So I put them in my purse or my fanny pack, and we're going about, like, that was like right before we left, but we went and we played games or whatever. We had a really good time. We had fun. Go back to the buffet, have a last like plate of food or whatever, grab the brownies, put them in my fanny pack, and we leave. And then also I love that, like, it just was a fun time that we got to go. We got to play the games or whatever, but like, I don't want any of that prize shit. Like, I think we got 1 fidget clicker and Maddie got like a mini skateboard. I think we spent like 300 tickets or something stupid. We had like 3,000 tickets or something. Like, I don't know. We hit the jackpot like 4 times on some of these games and it was so fun. But it was super fun because we really just put our phones away. Like, neither one of us was on our phones except for when we were recording each other, like playing the game or doing something, and it just was cute. I don't know, it brought me back to just, I don't know, good times, you know? Life's not always that fucking serious. Like, sometimes we all just need to be kids and just chill the fuck out. But yeah, anyway, so it was fun, and then we left. I want to tell you about the whole sticking them in my fanny pack situation. When I was younger, my mom used to love China buffet. Okay, like, I was raised up on China buffet. Like, my mom ate that shit all while she was pregnant with me. And then when I came out, that was our favorite fucking place to go. Like, I literally, there was a story that everybody used to tell me when I was younger, that when I was little, we went to a China, like, I don't think it was the actual China buffet. I think it was a different place, but it was a Chinese buffet. And the lady that was cleaning up or something was like, baby, no rice. Baby, no more rice. Because I was like throwing rice on the floor, or I was getting rice on the floor. And my mom was like, baby, yes, rice. I'm paying for that. What do you mean? Like, yes, I'm feeding my kid rice. What do you mean? Anyways, long story. But basically, another side of that story is that my mom used to go to China buffet. That was her shit. Anyway, we love the egg rolls that they have there. They're so fucking good. Well, my mom, when I was younger, she used to take the egg rolls. Like, she would bring her purse. We would wrap a couple up in a napkin, like 2, right? Like, not anything fucking crazy. She wrapped 2 up in a napkin. She put them in her purse for later. Well, there was one day she forgot about the egg rolls in her purse. And I guess it had been like, it was in the summer sometime. So it was hot as fuck, right? And it was like, I don't even know how many days, like maybe 2 or 3 days or something like that, before she was like, what the fuck is that smell? Like, ew. And she ended up finding those nasty ass fucking egg rolls in her purse. So I always think that's fucking hilarious, but it really brought me back when I was like, okay, we really got to take these brownies. These are something real special. I can only get them here. I got to have them at home. I really want to try one to put them in the freezer. Oh man. And let me tell you, I've already had 3 out of the 4. And they are fucking incredible. And now here's the next part of that story. Now that I'm only down to 1 more. I asked Maddie if she would call Valentino's and if she would order a pan of brownies. Because I guess I didn't think about how many brownies that would be. Well, I guess also I didn't read on their website that the brownie is a giant brownie. So I also don't know how big that is. However, I'm assuming it's roughly like one giant brownie is the size of the 4 brownies that I got from Pizza Machine. So big. So I was like, okay, well, ask if you can just order a whole pan of brownies. They were like, yeah, 24 brownies. Maddie's like, oh, okay, 24 brownies. Like, that's not bad. They said 24 brownies. It'll be 93. Maddie said, what? Oh, she said, all right, thanks. She said, I don't know that you're going to be picking up those brownies. Those are $93. So Maddie had to call back this morning and ask if we could only do like 6 out of the 24 instead of 24, because I am going to cut them in fourths and then still put them in the freezer. But I want to put them in the freezer and keep them in the freezer because they remind me of my childhood for some reason. And I really think they remind me of the brownies that used to come in the kid cuisines. If you ever used to eat those, I feel like I literally, as a fat ass child, used to love to go in the freezer and just open the fucking kid cuisines and take out the brownies and then just leave the kid cuisine in the freezer. Because they always came like separate inside the little tray, but like in their own little packaging. Oh my God, those were so fire. Yeah, they remind me of that. I need to figure out how to make those bitches because $93 is not going to cut it for me. And at that point, it's only like $13.99 a person to go to the fucking buffet at Pizza Machine. So for less than $30, I think we might just go and take a couple more brownies. But yeah, so I just thought that was fucking hilarious. Anyways, but yeah, so I need to go pick up those 6 brownies, but we had to call and order them special because on their website, they have them as giant brownies. But again, I told you they came with frosting and sprinkles. So we had to ask for them to be pre-made so that we can only get them without anything on them. And like, I'll just put powdered sugar on them because I'm assuming they don't do that at that location or like whatever. So I was like, okay, we'll just get them just plain. Don't get anything on them, just plain. And I'll fucking put powdered sugar on them hoes. But I actually cannot wait to go pick those up because wow, super excited. And if you haven't fucking tried those brownies, get a brownie from Valentino's. If you like chocolate frosting and sprinkles, great. If you don't, order it ahead, bitch, because that shit's going to change your life. Not even going to lie. All right. What's next on my thing? I think we're doing Fave 5 next. I'm excited. All right, Fave 5. First up, Gold Bond Age Renew Retinol Overnight Body and Face Lotion. It's a retinol and peptide complex, and it says it's clinically shown to reveal smoother looking skin overnight. Non-irritating, gentle for daily use. I am not going to be one of those bitches that says it changes your life multiple times in an episode, but I'm going to be that bitch today, I guess, because wow, ever since I started using this shit, since it's made for your face and body, I was like, okay, perfect, because I need a new face moisturizer that's a little bit thicker. I don't use retinol, so I was like, I feel like that would be cool for me to be able to use at least once a day. So I just switched it out for my moisturizer at night because in the daytime I wear sunscreen. So anyway, wow. It was a little pricey. I'm not going to lie. I think I got it at Walgreens or something like that. When I got to Colorado, I'm pretty sure I bought it at Walgreens because like they didn't have it at Target or whatever. It was like $15.99 or something for like the smaller one, but I'm pretty sure they make a bigger one. I just haven't found it yet. So once I find it, I'm buying that bitch because I need a pump because like this shit's fire. And the fact that I can use it on my face and my body, say less. I don't have to buy another fucking moisturizer that's expensive as shit. Say less. Next, Kindle. I was telling you about how much I love to read. Oh my God. I was so excited when I was in Colorado. I bought a book on sale. Haven't finished that book yet because I got so excited that my grandpa said he would buy me a Kindle. So when we got back from Colorado, I went to Target immediately and bought a Kindle. And I was so excited. And now I've already started reading on it. I'm halfway through, what's Half His Age by Jeanette McCurdy. Wow. That's all I'm going to say there. I have younger listeners, my younger sibling who's going to be a freshman in high school. She's going to graduate 8th grade. We're not going to talk about that on this episode. That will come for a different time. But for the people that read smut, you bitches are dirty. Okay? I didn't realize that's what this book was going to be all about, but I don't know that I'm mad. I'm having a good time. So I'm going to finish this book and I'll let you know what I think. However, it is nothing like the first book, like whatsoever. I very much enjoy it. Or her first book, sorry. Jeanette McCurdy's first book, Glad My Mom Died. But yeah. Anyways, next. My mom had an old, like, I shouldn't say old. I mean, it is old, but she used to have a digital, like Samsung digital camera or whatever. And I told her that I was like, wow, those are coming back in like trendy or whatever. And I told her that I wanted to order one on Amazon for like $40. And she was like, I have one of those. And I was like, yeah, but like, when's the last time you used a digital camera? In fucking '09. When's the last time you used that bitch? And do you know where the fuck it's at? She said, yeah, I know exactly where it's at. It's literally sitting right at the bottom of my stairs. I was like, what? Literally, we got to her house. There it was, sitting at the bottom of the stairs. I was like, oh my God. And it works. It turns on. It's not fucking damaged. There's not anything wrong with it. It's perfect. I fucking love it. I have been so fucking obsessed taking it with me everywhere. I literally just pop it in my purse and it's small. It's great. It has a little like hand like cord thing on it so you can like put it on your wrist. I don't know. It's just great. Anyways, and we were messing around. Maddie was trying to take a picture. It wasn't working for some reason. I don't know why it wasn't working, but the screen wasn't working for something. And she clicked a button and it's the front LCD is what it's called. Yeah. And it has a little square on the front. And I thought that was just from like where they used to put those like really thick ass stickers that were like metalish kind of. And like my mom probably just pulled it off, but it's a different color because it was probably like, you know, underneath that. But no, dead ass, this damn camera has a front fucking screen so you can see it when you can see yourself when you're taking pictures. I would have had to pay at least $100 for that, even now. So I can't imagine how fucking much it was then, but I'm so excited. I'm so glad. I already had a fucking SD card in it, but of course it's a micro SD. So I need to get an adapter so that I can get the pictures off here because I took it with us to Mother's Day at my wife's great grandparents' house. We went over there, literally everybody. So like me, get ready for the list. It was Maddie's great grandma, Maddie's great grandpa, Maddie's dad, Maddie's mom, Maddie's sister, both of Maddie's sisters and one brother-in-law and their 3 kids. Also, they have a brand new kitten, like bottle-fed kitten that they found, that one of their brother-in-laws found somewhere in a tractor. So I don't know. Anyways, whatever. They brought a cat and a baby and 2 kids. And then my mother-in-law's sister, her 2 daughters, both of their husbands, one of them has 1 kid and is pregnant. The other one has 2 kids. And then she also has a 3rd daughter those 2 are twins. Then she has a 3rd daughter and she sometimes comes with her boyfriend, but she was by herself today. I don't think you guys understand how many fucking people how many people were literally just standing around this back patio. We all brought lawn chairs to like hang out because the great grandparents are like 92 $2.95 or something like that. Like, they're great grandparents. Yeah, great grandparent. Anyways, moving on. So they like to keep their house hot as a motherfucker. So we all stood outside because that's just like, it was nice to sell outside for once. And we were all enjoying it. We were all playing catch and whatever. The kids are running around. The kitten's there. We're all passing around the baby. We had muffins and fruit and it was a good time. But wow, that was a long one for just telling you about my digital camera. I thought that was a whole separate... I'm pretty sure I put that on my next page for a whole separate segment, but you got it right now. So lucky you. Next, antidepressants. This new bitch that has entered my life, that's become me. I don't know what's happening, if I like entered a different dimension or something. I don't know literally what switch was flipped. All of a sudden I am up early as fuck. I am productive as hell all fucking day. I have very little instinct to want to go spend money, which is so weird. That's not me. I love spending money. I've had very like big buyer's remorse for everything. Everything we buy, I'm like, no, unless it's not food or necessity, I don't want to fucking buy it. I feel bad. But of course, you know, you got to treat yourself every now and again. But anyways, antidepressants literally are saving my life. Not even gonna lie. Like, I just am so grateful that I can wake up every day and actually enjoy my day because of the pills that I'm on. And I am glad that I did that sooner rather than later, because I just couldn't imagine if I waited to get on them. I just know that it wouldn't have been a very exciting outcome. Next. Okay. Speaking of having buyer's remorse, I don't on these things because I said treat yourself. Okay. When it was military spouse appreciation day, when we went to Pizza Machine, we stopped at Nordstrom Rack. And I found these Adidas. They're like the Spezial, I think. I don't know how the fuck you're supposed to say it, but they're cream with black stripes and gum sole bottoms. Oh, and white laces. So fucking cute. Like perfect neutral, goes with fucking everything. Got those bitches for like $35 or like $39. I don't know. They were less than $40. I was like, oh yeah, those are fucking cute. I asked the girl if she had my size in the back. She was like, yeah, we have 8 of them. I don't know why we don't have any out here. And I was like, I love you. Thank you so much for bringing these to me. Cause like I was so sad that they were a half size too big and she had my size. So I was very excited. We ended up walking down towards the men's side so Maddie could look at some shoes, and I passed a pair of jelly flat sandals that I have kind of been eyeballing, and I was like, oh, those are super cute. So and then I was like, okay, well, we walked down towards the men's, which is mostly like the higher sizes of the women too, and then like starts in the lower size of men. And so Maddie's like an 11, 10 and a half, 11, I don't know, in women's. And so we were looking at the shoes and women's to see if there was anything. And of course they had the same pair of shoes. And I was like, oh, you have to get them. We have to match. Those are so cute. I just love those on you. And they weirdly have some sort of arch support in them. So they're actually really fucking comfortable. We both wore them all day yesterday and my feet don't hurt. They feel great. And I very much recommend Nordstrom Rack. I already told you bitches my last time for the sunglasses. I went to order those sunglasses. They're supposed to be coming in the mail, out of stock. What the fuck? I'm so annoyed. So I had to pick a new pair. That's why I went to Nordstrom Rack. I had to find a new pair of glasses, try them on my face to see if I liked them so I could order them new online. And I ended up finding a pair of like Ferragamo, I don't know, rectangle-ish. They're cute. They're giving like Men in Black. I don't know, but I like them. They're different. They're not super fucking trendy. I like the little detail on the side that kind of carries around to the front. They remind me of Tom Ford a little bit, but different shape. So I liked those. And big thing for me is that I hate the fucking sunglasses. I used to love aviators. And I will say, not to toot my own horn, a lot of sunglasses, like I feel like a lot of shapes look good on me. Like I could pretty much put on any pair of sunglasses and be like, okay, yeah, like I could rock with those, you know. But there's some that I'm like, oh, absolutely not my shit. But of course, I forgot the moral of my fucking story. I'm pretty sure it was something about, the aviators. Because I hate that the nose pieces that are metal that move get stuck in my fucking hair. So, of course, my Gucci glasses that I got from Nordstrom Rack, those don't do that because they're just the plastic frame or whatever the fuck. And that's exactly what these Ferragamo ones are. So I'm really excited for that. Anyway, next. Oh, that was last. That was the last thing on my Fave 5. But, yeah. Oh, and the jelly shoes. So I was going to get the jelly shoes, and then I looked at Maddie, and I was like, I just don't know if I want to spend an extra $25 on these. Like, we still are supposed to go, like, go on a date, and, like, I still want to go do something fun. And I don't just want to get, like, a pair of shoes. I'm glad you got a pair of shoes, too, but, like, that does also kind of, set us back. We're in the same account here. So I was like, okay, like, I don't need them. And I put them on the rack, and she was like, all right, let's go. I think the mailman just came. Or something just fell. One of the two. Anyway. But yeah, so I was walking up to the front and I was like, yeah, that's all. And she goes and she sets down the jelly shoe, both pairs of our shoes and then the jelly shoes. And I looked at her and I was like, oh my God, you were so fucking sneaky. And she was all happy that she got to do it behind my back or whatever. And it just was a good time. So I'm really excited to wear those. I'm excited to bring those to AZ, which is coming up here in the next couple weeks. We need to buy our tickets. We were going to buy Frontier. I was going to buy a Frontier like year Go Wild pass or whatever. And of course I fucking waited too damn long and then it went up $200 fucking dollars. So I told Train that I was just going to get the summer pass and he was like, no. And I was like, what do you mean no? Like, I need to get to fucking Arizona. Like, I'm going to have to buy a ticket anyway. He was like, well, that's just stupid, though. Like, you shouldn't do that. I'm like, okay, well, the other one's $600. He's like, yeah, but, like, it's worth it. I'm like, yeah, but, like, I don't have an extra $600 to just throw on a fucking Go Wild pass. Like, I'm not that wild, okay? I need, and I'm going to need you to cut that down. Cut it in half, maybe. Like, that's steep. Anyway, so we didn't end up buying the year pass or the summer pass. So I'm just going to talk him into buying me the year pass since he's so fucking adamant about making sure that I don't have a summer pass. Then you need to buy an all year one. Anyway, fairy godfather. But I'm excited. We are going back to AZ. We are going to stay in the Airbnb. I love it so much. It's just so nice. It's in such a peaceful area. It's on a golf course. It's in a nice neighborhood with retirees and wealthy people. So it's nice and quiet. It's a good time. I just love it. We have our own little pool and sauna, like little hot tub or whatever. And then a little grill and like some grass and some grass. Anyway, that was stupid. But moving on. I'm excited. It'll be fun. We're going to go to In-N-Out. We love In-N-Out. I just went there for when I was in Colorado, but it's not the same when we go without each other. Maddie went when she was in Tennessee for work, and then I went when I was in Denver. And both of us were like, yeah, it was good. But like, I just feel like when we're together, it's so much better. That might be cheesy. But when we were in Vegas for our honeymoon and we bashed on some fucking In-N-Out, let me tell you, that shit was fire. But I know it was fresh as hell because like they could not keep up. Like it's so fucking busy. The one on the Strip is absolutely insane. And of course, right where the fuck we're staying, there was a fucking new In-N-Out being built literally next door. Like not even a 3-minute walk from our hotel. Not even. And of course, that one wasn't open yet. I was like, go figure. Don't worry. We'll walk 45 fucking minutes. In case you think when you go to Vegas, you better wear some fucking walking shoes. Don't ever think that you're going to get on the Strip in heels. Ever. I don't care if they're platform. I don't give a fuck how many times you've worn those bitches out. Something that looks like it is a 3-minute, like it's across the street, it is a 45-minute walk. Okay? Minimum. You better literally prepare yourself for hopping an Uber, girlfriend, because you are not going to survive. Oh man, that shit's rough. But anyways, it was so good. We literally ate our last In-N-Out together in Las Vegas in the pouring rain underneath a little tiny umbrella situation, standing on the back patio of the In-N-Out on the Strip. And I just will never forget it. It was a fire-ass burger, too. But just a good memory. I'm excited to go back, and we're going to look at apartments. Also, I'm excited to make reservations at Din Tai Fung. Bitch. Are you kidding? Ava went, like, a couple months ago, and I was so fucking jealous. She was like, yeah, it's all good. The cucumber salad's good. This is good. The chocolate dumplings, like this. I'm like, bitch, you're an asshole. I hate you. I hate you. I love her so much. So I'm so glad she got to experience that, and I cannot wait for us to go. And I am very excited. So I'm like making sure I am prepared to make us reservations so that we, like, right as the fucking time comes available, you have to be like very, very, very on top of your shit. If not, we'll just get to go, but I'd like to go in person. Anyway, so I'm excited for that. I talked about getting another new washer and dryer. Yeah. So the washer and dryer that we just had moved in the most recent time. Remember when I cut my finger and it was a whole situation, and we had Maddie and my brother-in-law downstairs in the basement. My father-in-law was over here. I'm trying to make dinner. Yeah, it was a mess. Anyway, well, that washer and dryer that matched was great, except the dryer was loud as a motherfucker. I'm talking like you can't even close both doors to that fucking bedroom and you still hear that shit. Like, it is squeaky, it is loud, like the whatever, the drum inside there was like loose or something, and like I don't fucking know. So anyways, we ended up seeing if we could get a different one, or see if we could have somebody fix it. Well, I guess our brother-in-law had somebody that he knew that was getting rid of them, and they were like, oh, they're literally gonna come like Best Buy's gonna come and pick those bitches up like tomorrow. Like, she already scheduled it, but like, you have to promise you're going to go get them, because if you don't, Best Buy's not going to go back out and get them again. And so we were like, oh yeah, bet. So my father-in-law, thank him again, was able to go over there and grab them and brought them over to our house, put them in our garage, and then scheduled another day with Maddie to be able to come over here and put them in. And the dryer works great. Okay, works great. Well, the washer has some like code, like every time, I don't know, there's like a code that doesn't work with it, or it needs to be reprogrammed, or I don't fucking know, something with whatever, so it stops midway through a fucking wash. Annoying. But apparently there's some little trick that we can do to get it to make it work, and I just am irritated trying to figure out everything, but I'm grateful because we didn't have to pay for that. So we also have the other one in our garage still, in case we can bring that one back in and they just won't match. But I mean, at least they both work. Who gives a fuck? They didn't match when we moved in. Those first two didn't match. Anyway, so yeah. Next. So yeah, we have to do that. We have to decide if we're going to toss it out, if we're going to switch it out, if we're going to fix it, what we're going to do. But we need to figure it out, because the laundry in our bedroom and in our laundry room is piling up, and it is stressing me the fuck out. I do not have time. I do not have room. That room in there, our laundry room right now is our spare bedroom. That was also my studio. Like, our washer and dryer is also in there. And we do not have the room. Like, I have to keep the couch in there because that's what we're taking when we move. We are still using the other two couches that we have that we're going to eventually sell when we leave. Well, I'm not going to move that other third couch into the fucking living room. So it's just sitting in there right now, still in the studio room. Took down the curtains or whatever. So I've tried to like clear everything out of there that we're not, or that we're not keeping. Like, anything that's in there is going to be for the garage sale. So I'm trying not to get anything mixed up between what's going in the garage sale, what's laundry that needs to be done, what is like Goodwill, I just, everything's stressing me out. So we need to get the shit figured out so we can get it sorted, because the garage sale situation, the things are piling up and it is taking over my house. It was taking over my mudroom, my front entry, but we ended up moving that to the spare bedroom. So, God, it is just, we got a lot going on over here. But yeah, I packed up the studio, took down the curtains, because I just enjoy audio way more. And until I have some help or a spark of motivation to figure it all out again, the studio is going to be the garage sale room, and everything in there is going to go. Not everything from my studio. Sorry, that kind of sounded weird. But like, I'm keeping a lot of my things, like the couch, the furniture, all that type of stuff, the lamps. I'm keeping all of that stuff. My Drake posters, duh. My J. Cole poster, Bad Bunny, all that stuff that's hanging in there. Like, I'm keeping all that. So that's not going to be in the sale, but it's still hung up on the wall for right now. But that's okay, because it's out of the way. That works for me. What else? Yeah, the productive side of me, I don't have the motivation to be able to film and edit video content for this podcast, but whatever dimension I hop the fuck out of, this bitch has hella motivation to get everything else done and be just fucking productive throughout the day. I don't know where she came from. I was a bitch that specifically took at least one nap a day between 10 and 11 p.m. or a.m. And I haven't taken a nap in I don't know how fucking long. And actually I did the other day. It was like, I think a 30-minute nap maybe, but obviously that doesn't count. I'm talking hardcore. Like, I'm putting on my fucking sleep mask, blackout curtains, like the whole shebang. I'm taking a nap. And I felt like I really couldn't fucking function. Like I literally was exhausted by 11 o'clock. I was like, okay, I have to go to bed. I just woke up like at like 7 a.m., but like I need a nap. I'm literally so tired. But I don't know what happened to that. So glad. I'm thinking it may have been my birth control because I am no longer on my birth control. And I think that that may be the situation that's kind of leading to this whole productive, motivational breed that we are experiencing right now. I experienced my first visit from Aunt Flo, fucking bitch, when I was going to Colorado, of course, so that decided to fucking make an appearance. So I'm thinking that my body's just shedding all of the medication and everything and is out of my body now. So I'm thinking this is the new me. I don't know. But I'm hoping she stays a while because I'm having a good time. I'm feeling very productive. I'm feeling very, I don't even know what's the word for that? Like, I don't know, just useful. I just feel like purposeful, I guess. I have a purpose of like making sure that like our house is clean, our laundry's done, our kitchen's clean, our food is ready to be cooked when you get home. Like, I just have really enjoyed that whole 2 p.m. All right, she's going to be home in 2 hours. Like, it's time to start prepping dinner, clean the kitchen, empty the dishwasher. So that way, when we are done with dinner, we can load it, run that bitch. And then it's empty. It's ready for me to be emptied in the morning when I wake up. And like, I just love having a fucking routine. I will say in Colorado, obviously hotel bathrooms are small, but my bathroom, like just having, it only had one sink, but it had probably 1.5 sinks worth of space on either. I mean, like a sink's worth of space on either side ish, kind of half a sink. I don't know. Anyway, it had one sink and a lot of fucking counter space, and it had drawers and it had storage underneath. And it was just like, I wish our bathroom was set up like that. Our bathroom is literally a square, and it just sucks because there's no fucking way to rearrange it. Like the way it is the way it is, because there's 2 doors on either side because our whole house is a circle. You can go in one big circle, and it's just annoying. But I was being so good about like my skincare routine and like, you know, having enough space, but like I literally can't wash my face in my bathroom. I have to go in my kitchen because my elbows hit the fucking wall. Like that's how fucking small our bathroom is. Okay, small. But yeah, I'm really happy with this new bitch that's here because we're just having a really good time. I'm really enjoying being able to spend more time with Maddie. I feel like being that productive and like having everything done and prepped and ready to go, and then be able to actually spend time together when she gets home after dinner and not like have to be like, okay, well, I need to do the laundry and I need to do this and like have that be our day. It like really was very mundane and it wasn't enjoyable. And now we really look forward to like when she comes home, I already have dinner prepped and ready. Like our chicken's been marinating, like, you know, for maybe over a day, maybe 15, 30, 45 minutes. But I just really enjoy it, and it's nice because sometimes we don't get to spend a whole lot of time together. Like, even though we are both here, like, train travels a lot and we house sit over there, but of course we stay separate because Joj is a fucking asshole and we can't take him fucking anywhere. But Cash is also very fucking hyper. He's a boxer and he's only a baby. He's like 3, I think. So, like, he just is not old enough. He still has very much puppy tendencies. So he just is super fucking hyper, and Joe just thinks he's a fucking cane corso. And so he feels the need to be an asshole, and it just doesn't work out. So Maddie stays over there, I stay over here and with Joj, and then we just, you know, see each other when we see each other. If that means I go to the house and let Cash out midway through the day, that way she can come home, we have dinner, and then she goes there. It just sucks because sometimes we don't get to have a lot of time together. So I really have been enjoying using the time that we do have and spending that together. It's been very fun. Like I said, the pizza machine the other day was just so much fun to be off my phone. Like I've made Maddie kind of want to start reading a little bit more. So she finished reading Macy Neely's book. I was like, what'd you think? I'm so happy for you. She was like, it was really good. I was like, I know, I'm so happy. Well, now she has to read Jeanette McCurdy's Glad My Mom Died. But it's been nice because she's like, I feel like I do enjoy reading. I just never sit down and do it. I'm always on my phone. I'm like, I know. And I feel like sometimes a book is kind of hard to carry around. I mean, it's heavy, but whatever. And you never just want to like pull a book out and start reading, you know, whatever. But you're cool to get on your fucking phone and scroll. And so I'm really excited that I have my Kindle now because it's really lightweight. I just toss it in my fucking purse. And like now I don't pull my phone out. I can pull out my Kindle and just start reading if I have some spare time or we're sitting in the car or whatever. Like, it's nice. But I'm glad she's also enjoying reading. We just have really enjoyed slowing down. I feel like it's really hard sometimes in this fucking life, especially with everything. This has been a really busy last couple months. I feel like my grandparents moved to a new house, and like we just had, a new baby be born. We had family in the hospital. We had all this shit. We had to go to Colorado. We had to go to Tennessee. There's a lot going on, and we're really grateful for that. It just sometimes it's hard to appreciate the time to slow down. I feel like a lot of us feel like, oh my God, like I've been doing all this stuff. I just want to get on my phone. I just want to relax and just be on my phone for 10 minutes. But like, it's been so nice to be like, no, I don't need to be on my phone. I don't know. Nobody's calling me. Nobody's texting me. I don't have anything that I need from anybody. I just want to sit here and read my book for 45 minutes and nobody's going to bother me because it's not on my phone. I'm not going to get a notification that's going to pull me to something else. Like, it's literally just my book, and it's great. So if you're looking to slow down your life, I suggest getting a book. Find a book that you like. Even if you don't enjoy reading, I've never enjoyed reading. Okay. I don't know if this reading version of me came with this other production version of me or a package deal. I don't know, but maybe it was an add-on. I'm not sure. Sold separately. I couldn't tell you. Anyways, but I think that's all I have for you today. I am really grateful for the listeners that have been continuously listening to every episode. I love you so much, and I'm really grateful for you. And the people that have been out and about, I've shared my podcast with, over AirDrop, just being like, like my UPS guy. Shout out Mark. Oh my God. I love you guys. Thank you so much for supporting me and for being there for me and sharing, like, my fucking number one supporter, my fucking wife. I love you so fucking much. She is so way out of my fucking league. I don't know what I did to deserve her, but she's my biggest fan and I'm so grateful. So thank you guys. I love you so much, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye.